You gotta tell me about this break-in. What happened?
The break-in, I just moved into a new place. Donnie was the only person that had access to my keys.
Okay.
My children haven't even been to my home.
Okay.
They took my passport, birth. I came into the house, into my walk-in closet. Half of my clothes, even the ones that I had the tags on, were gone. It was an empty space. I called him on the phone because I'm thinking I called the police. They said it was an inside job because there was no forced entry. I asked him, I said, did you give somebody my key? All my stuff is gone. I'm screaming and crying. He said, I didn't do it. So I was like, then I got robbed again. But this time, I spent the night at his house. When I came home, my mother gave me crystal. She gave each one of her daughters crystal.
Okay.
My crystal was lined outside my house. The door was open, ajar, and everything was tossed around the house. And they poured alcohol on my clothes that I had in my washing machine.
So they didn't steal that time, but they just wrecked everything.
They just wrecked everything.
But this time you were with Donnie at the house.
Yes.
So who do you think it could have been then?
One of his itches.
Oh, okay. Okay. So why do you believe that Donnie had something to do with this? Does he have a history when y'all were married of doing stuff like this?
Not to this severity.
Okay.
We've been together 30 years, almost married 30 years.
Got it, okay.
And he's
Are y'all currently married now?
No.
Okay, okay. She said, yeah, no.
No. But, you know, when a relationship becomes dry, sometimes things happen.
Yeah.
And I've always forgiven him because I believed in the person that I felt he was going to become. And this was the worst time. Because I had so much going on with these itches calling my phone, calling me names, and a whole bunch of stuff. So it's been rough.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm very sorry. Because when you devote your time and your love to someone, and then not only are you feeling betrayed by them, but then you have to deal with the people that they betrayed you with, it's hard, and I'm sorry.
It's very hard.
Yeah. So after the break-in, you started getting threatening phone calls. Is this from the...
Yes.
Okay.
They text me once and says, don't take out revenge, move on with your life, and be a grown-up. And then I stole his phone. And he was like, give me my phone back. I said, I'm not going to give you something I bought. So I went through the phone. It says, it's all fun and games until the woman that really loves you don't want you no more. So I was like, wow.
Wow.
And
okay.
he kept saying, I don't have nothing to do with it.
Okay. I got to get a baseline here.
Okay.
So when did he start cheating?
Where I noticed it, back in 2021.
Okay.
I'm in the medical profession, and I was working COVID with FEMA. And I came home early. He laying on the, like this, butt naked, with 2 wet face cloths on my brand new $3,000 couch. And I'm like, Donnie, why aren't you in the bed? I said, why is it 2 wet towels? I was hot and I was sweating. I said, well, why is it 2 towels wet here? He said, ask me about that. I can get wet 2 towels if I want to. I said, ooh, okay. So I left that alone. So it started then.
Yes.
Then he would come home later and later and later. He already worked a job where the hours were bad, but he kept coming home later. Then I came in the house and found somebody's drawers that wasn't mine. I found an earring that wasn't mine. Then one time I came home, the house smelled like and perfume. And he kept saying, it's all in my mind. It's all in my mind. So I said, okay.
I don't know. I mean, I'm obviously going to hear his side of the story, but I don't know how, if you found stuff and you smell stuff, it could be in your mind. So this was crazy to me. My producer told me that Donnie had you arrested.
We went out to dinner, played pool, and had some drinks. We come home, we get ready to have fun time. His phone started ringing. It's 1 something in the morning. I started, what the heck is this? Who called you at this time?
Yeah.
He told me if I don't shut he gonna call the police. I said, go and call the police. He did it. He did it. And they said, well, in domestic where we live, somebody's going to jail. And because I no longer lived on the property, even though I was the person that got the place, they took me to jail.
Wow.
But here's the funny part. He sent a cab to me and brought me back to the house and made love to me and put me to sleep. That I'm presently going to court for that right now.
Why did you go back in that cab and go back to his house?
Since 2010, I have not cheated on her.
Okay. And
Or
what
have
about,
been
what about
with
you being
anyone.
naked on the couch?
Being naked on the couch, I like being free.
Okay.
It's my house.
Okay.
Okay, well, what about the earring and underwear?
I don't know nothing about no earring, no underwear. This
Well,
is the first I'm
no,
hearing about
no,
the earring and the
no,
underwear.
No, it's not.
Oh, okay,
And then, okay, when I told you the house smelled like and perfume.
okay.
Did you remember her telling you any of
Yes.
this?
Once
did.
again, she can say all these narratives to make it, yes, that all that sounds believable.
Wait
And
a minute.
also makes it relevant.
But it did happen,
But the
though,
point
right?
is, watch this. The point is, it wasn't me. Now, you got the results. You got the results. They're sealed. We agreed to do this.
Yeah.
Fine.
And this is not the first time you've agreed
Yeah.
to do a lie detector test, because you did a lie detector test for cheating after your divorce.
Yeah.
And you passed that.
And I passed it. But
So-
she says that I manipulated the test. Okay, how do I manipulate a polygraph test?
Because he told you you can't have no alcohol or no reefer or any kind of drug before the test because it makes the test inclusive.
Inclusive. So he consulted, after the test, he consulted his partner, and they came to the conclusion that I was not being deceptive. Ooh.
I didn't believe that because he didn't even ask the questions that I paid him for.
Okay.
Because I paid for this polygraph.
I want to take a look at y'all's relationship timeline really quickly. So July 1994 married, April 2010 divorced, remarried, separated in 2021, divorced 2022. 2022, you took the lie detector test for cheating. 2023, you're arrested for trespassing. June 2023, the house break-in. September, the house break-in.
Yeah.
Is this all accurate?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. My investigator asked Bridgette regarding, were you lying about someone breaking into your apartment and you're missing clothes, jewelry, and documents? Bridgette said no, she was not lying. And the truth is, Bridgette was telling the truth. This did happen to her. So I hear you. You say you felt like people thought you were crazy, that you were lying. It is now truthful that you know that you did do it.
I told you I wasn't lying. I told you. And you know I'm not lying. That's the crazy part. You know I'm not lying.
So how does it feel to know that she actually was robbed?
You know I was robbed.
How does it feel to know that she was robbed?
It's concerning, but it's...
No,
No.
because I still believe you gave some heifer the key to my house.
Okay.
I believe you did. You may not, like you told me, I didn't do it. You're right. You didn't do it, but you know who did it. You know who came in my crib and tore my house up and took my clothes.
Well, we have the truth to
took
that
my
as well.
passport.
Well, we have the truth to that as well. Donnie, we have your results. And Donnie, regarding the break-ins at Bridgette's apartments and missing jewelry, clothes, and documents, we asked you, were you responsible or have knowledge as to who was responsible? You said you have no knowledge and you have no part in this. And the truth is, Donnie was telling the truth too.
Wow! Are you kidding? For real? That's what they say. Say it again.
So he was telling the truth. You were telling the truth. So how does it feel to know that he did not have someone involved There was no one that he gave the key to.
Now what?
And I know you've told yourself a narrative for a very long time, so it's going to be hard for you to process because you've told yourself that he did.
Right.
But you've asked us to do this for you, to
Yes,
give
I
you the
did.
truth.
Yes, I did. But somebody did come in there.
Well, we know
and
that.
It wasn't a forced entry. They didn't pry.
We know that. Again, this is where the truth is. We know you're not lying about somebody going in and getting your stuff, but we also know that the man that you called your former husband was not involved in it.
Right.
And so I think...
And I apologize. I apologize to you. I apologize.
One of the things that I know is that when we're violated, where our space, we're supposed to be secure, it gets damaged. It causes us to have so many feelings of like, it takes away our security. It takes away so much from us. And what has happened here is because of that, it's caused you to have, for this relationship to be damaged. It's caused your relationship with your children to be damaged. And it's sad because I see down the breakdown of your kids. You know, you said something out of your mouth which was super telling for me, and I'm so glad your son was here. You said you were trying to be free. And I understand that feeling. You wanted for people to understand that you weren't lying.
Right.
But in trying to be free, you in essence trapped your kids in a space where they now felt alone, where they felt like they didn't have security, where they felt like, can I trust mom not to tell my business and to not hurt me? You do understand that, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's something that we need to work on.
Yeah. Well, the thing is moving forward, at least you two know the truth. So hopefully this, because you're not together no more, right? Hold on. Y'all still sleeping together?
Yep.
You still sleeping together?
Yep. Yep.
Let me.
I don't want no explanation. I don't want no explanation. I don't want no explanation.
What I'm gonna say is when you have went through, because I've had a tumor, I've had so many illnesses and things and almost lost my life.
Okay, I hear
and
that.
And he's been there for me.
I get that. I get that.
And we've been shot at together.
I get it. I get it.
And
but I want you
have
to
a
understand
connection.
that when you scratch that itch in this relationship, remember, you scratching that itch from the past, too. So all that stuff going to come back up. You're just going to keep re-triggering yourself over and over again. So just know that.
And that's where we're at now. We're trying to actually resolve it, and we were starting with this.
Perfect. I'm glad you could. At least now you can have that. What I will tell you this is that when it comes to your children, I just ask that you have a conversation with them. And I will tell you, the point blank for you to get a relationship back with your kids is to say, I'm sorry that I didn't consider your feelings when I was trying to free myself.
Yep.
They're way too involved. And it's a tricky thing. When you involve your kids, they make up their own mind. They're going to pick a side. Listen, I wish y'all the best of luck. I'm glad y'all got the answers. I would tell you stop scratching that itch, but I see you're not going to do that. I know you're not going to do that. But I really do wish y'all the best of luck, and I'm glad that this could be a first step for y'all to figure out the truth for each other.
Thank you so much.